President. The matter I rise to speak on this afternoon is one that will be of interest to all South Australians that care about the health of our democracy. That is the rising influence of the One Nation political party. It's fitting that yesterday was Halloween, because this party's record will send a shiver down the spine of many people in our community. They are a dangerous political party, Acting President, one that casts a sinister shadow over our democracy. And this is something that the government should consider very carefully when they strike deals with One Nation. One Nation are the only political party in this place that are on a registry of Australian hate groups. Back in October of last year, the Global Project Against Hate and Extremism added One Nation to their register for their track record on anti-multiculturalism, white nationalism and COVID-19 conspiracy theories. Looking at the history of this party, Acting President, you can see why. I found it galling to hear the One Nation party talking about the voice of division during the recent debate about a First Nations voice to Parliament. It's galling because the One Nation party has been a consistent voice of division over the last 25 years. They are the party of racism, Acting President. In 1996, Pauline Hanson launched One Nation with an inflammatory and offensive speech in which she claimed that Australia was, and I quote, in danger of being swamped by Asians, end quote. And she went on to make another series of appalling claims in that speech. What a despicable thing to say of Asian Australians who are such a vital part of the fabric of our multicultural society. Pauline Hanson has doubled down on this rhetoric over the years, attacking a range of other groups in our community: First Nations people, African Americans, African Australians and people of the Islamic faith. In fact, Mr. President, Madam Acting President, she has even referred to Islam as a disease. In 2017, Pauline Hanson wore a burqa into the federal parliament as part of a grotesque stunt, and she made a mockery of the Muslim community. And she used that stunt to call for a ban on the burqa. Pauline Hanson has called for an end to multiculturalism in Australia. She wants to axe the Racial Discrimination Act, ban mosques, and also have a royal commission into Islam. This is the party that has the gall to criticise those who are campaigning for a voice to Parliament and claim that they are being divisive. Give me a break, Acting President. But it is not just racism that defines One Nation, it's also their contempt for democracy itself. In 2018, Senate candidate Steve Dixon met with the National Rifle Association in Washington and said that if One Nation won the balance of power in the federal parliament, they would seek to weaken Australia's gun laws. Hanson doesn't respect our democratic traditions either. Back in 2017, she heaped praise on Vladimir Putin. This was after Putin was exposed for his complicity in the downing of the M17 flight that killed 298 people, including 38 Australians. On climate change and COVID-19, One Nation peddles lies and bizarre misinformation, and Senator Malcolm Roberts is a treasure trove of strange quotes. He once suggested that climate data had been corrupted by NASA, and they have peddled lies and misinformation about COVID-19. Now, the Honourable Sarah Game is not Pauline Hanson, Acting President, but she is a representative of the One Nation party. If she does not support these views, then she must disassociate herself from them. She must make her position on One Nation's policies clear. In the meantime, the Greens will continue to call out the divisive and dangerous politics of One Nation in our state and federal parliaments and caution all members of Parliament from sharing the rostrum with One Nation.